is one of the most rewarding experiences, professional experiences that I've ever had. Before I came on as editor-in-chief, I used to work for a daily newspaper, a business newspaper in New York, and it was very high pressure, rewarding too. I learned a lot, and a lot of the skills I brought from there to the network journal. So I've been able to shape the magazine as a more solid business magazine, and our readership has grown. I can have a lot of initiatives and implement those initiatives. It's just a wonderful experience. Yeah.
Now, tonight, as you were moderating, you really pushed education.
Yes.
My guess is that you're very serious about education and you think that it's a must-have.
Yes, well, the parents, I come from a family that pushes education. And in the black community, education is important. Most parents want their children to be not just high school graduates, but college graduates as well. Education is the key to success. You heard it here by every single one of the panelists. I mean, they've even exceeded some educational goals that most of us have. So education is important. It's your ticket to success.
Tell us a little bit about your background, not only with the Network Journal, but before that, education-wise, other things that you've done. Tell the public. Actually, I'd like for you to speak to the youth. If they could take a couple things from your life, what would you like for that to be?
Know yourself, first and foremost. And as Kwame Jackson said, take risks, but good risks. Risks that propel you towards where you want to go. When I was 21 years old, I left the United States to go to Europe. I wanted to learn Spanish, perfect my Spanish, because I wanted to do graduate studies in Spanish, in Latin American studies. I went to live in Spain not knowing anybody. I had my own apartment. I went to the University of Madrid, and I learned what I needed to learn and came back. Then I went off again to live in Africa when I was 23, and I taught. I became a teacher there. I got married, had children, and those were experiences. My mother came to visit me. My parents came to visit me in Africa, and what they said, you live so far, because not only did I go to Uganda, which is East Africa, but in Uganda, I lived way out west in the country at the school where I taught. So I came back to the United States in 1980, and I thought the best way to get back into the swing of things, to get into the pulse of American society, was to go back to school. So I got a master's degree in journalism. I have a bachelor's degree in French. I went back to NYU to get my master's degree in journalism, and then started working in newspapers. I have my own company. I am a novelist. That was a dream of mine since I was a little girl. In addition to being editor-in-chief, I'm a novelist. I have my first novel out, Middle Ground, and I'll be signing that on the 28th here. Internally, keeping yourself balanced, I teach Tai Chi. I studied Tai Chi. I have a black belt in Tai Chi. I do the forms and the swords and so on. And I love myself also.
Yes, loving yourself is very important. Now, you're doing another signing, and I believe it's in the Rockland area.
Yes.
So for those that may live outward and not in the city, where would that be?
Rockland in Nanuet, actually, at Barnes & Noble in Nanuet. I'll be signing my book on February 15th, next Thursday at 7 p.m. And Rockland is just north. You can come along the New York State Thruway, or you can come across the Tappan Zee Bridge, or you can take a Port Authority bus to Nanuet Mall and just cross the street, or you can drive along the Palisades Parkway and get there.
Tell us a little bit about your book.
Middle Ground is a breakthrough novel, actually. It has become mandatory reading on some college campuses. It is a diaspora novel, a first of its kind, because it is written, its characters are drawn from the increasingly multicultural nature of the black community. And so my characters are from the Africa. They're African American. They are mixtures of African and African American, mixtures of Caribbean and African American, Caribbean and African. And it all centers, incidentally, deals with entrepreneurship. which is the subject of our panel discussion this evening. There is a group of young women, one of whom, they're all professional black women, and one of them discovers that her parents, her birth mother, is someone from Africa, and her father is a Peace Corps worker. Before that, she thought that she was the natural daughter of an ambassador, and she goes to Africa to find her birth mother and enlists the help of her fellow classmates from the university that she attended, and they get into a whole lot of intrigue, meeting someone who is an industrialist, a young entrepreneur, just as as Kwame Jackson and Dr. Randall Pinkett are, and it's a whole story that explores all of the issues within the Black American community, within the Black diaspora, our own prejudices, our triumphs, our concerns, and a wonderful fiction novel. And I can tell you, you can get it on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble's, any bookstore. The ISBN number, which is what people really need to know to find a book quickly. The ISBN number is 0931761174. And I know that it's my first novel, it's my baby, it's my dream, so I had to middle ground. It is available, as I said, on Amazon.com, in Canada, internationally as well.
Well, congratulations on your many successes. We're going to look forward to reading the book. I'm going to be at your book signing in Rockland on the 15th. So, but congratulations. You're doing a great job at the Network Journal.
Thank
and
you.
this event this evening was just wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.